Have you ever wondered if humans could actually live on Antarctica? Not just visit for research, but truly live there, build cities, raise families, survive long term. On paper, it sounds possible. Humans live in deserts, mountains, even the Arctic. So why not Antarctica? Because Antarctica is not just cold, it's a completely hostile system designed to reject permanent human life. Let's start with temperature. Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. Winter temperatures can drop below minus 60 degrees Celsius, and in extreme cases, even below minus 80. At those temperatures, exposed skin can freeze in less than a minute. But freezing isn't the only issue. The cold air is extremely dry, meaning every breath pulls moisture out of your body. Your throat burns, your lungs tighten, and even breathing starts to feel unnatural. Staying alive outside isn't about comfort, it's about constant protection. But cold alone isn't the biggest problem, it's the wind. Antarctica experiences katabatic winds, powerful gravity-driven winds that can exceed 200 kilometers per hour. That's hurricane-level force, but colder, drier, and more constant. These winds don't just hit you, they cut through clothing, reduce visibility to almost zero, and create conditions where even stepping outside becomes a calculated risk. Construction becomes slower, more dangerous, and sometimes impossible. Now think about food. Antarctica has no agriculture. The soil is frozen, barren, and lacks nutrients. There are no forests, no crops, no natural food sources on land. Even animals are limited and protected by international laws. Everything humans eat there has to be imported. Every calorie depends on supply chains from thousands of kilometers away. And here's the problem. Those supply lines are fragile. Storms, ice conditions, or mechanical failures can delay shipments for weeks. If supplies stop, you don't adapt, you run out. Water exists, but not in a convenient way. Yes, Antarctica holds about 70% of the world's fresh water, but it's locked in ice. To use it, you must melt it, which requires energy. And energy is another massive problem. There are no easily accessible natural energy resources, no coal, no oil fields you can realistically extract, and very limited options for renewables. Solar power disappears during the Antarctic winter when the sun doesn't rise for months. Wind energy sounds like a solution, but extreme conditions damage turbines faster than they can be maintained. Machines freeze, lubricants fail, and materials crack under stress. Generating energy there isn't just hard, it's a constant fight against failure. Now let's talk about isolation. Antarctica is the most remote continent on Earth. During winter, it is completely cut off. No flights, no ships, no emergency evacuations. If something goes wrong, a medical emergency, equipment failure, or even a fire, you are completely on your own. And that brings us to something most people underestimate: the mental impact. Humans are not built for that level of isolation and darkness. Antarctic winters mean months without sunlight, not days, months. This disrupts your internal clock completely. Sleep becomes irregular, time starts to feel distorted. Studies have shown increased cases of depression, anxiety, and even cognitive decline among researchers stationed there. Some experience hallucinations or severe mood swings. And remember, these are trained professionals, mentally prepared for the environment. Now imagine average people trying to raise families in that condition. Even basic infrastructure becomes a nightmare. Buildings must be elevated to prevent being buried by snow. They must withstand constant wind pressure, shifting ice, and extreme cold. Metal becomes brittle, rubber cracks, fuel thickens, electronics malfunction. Even something as simple as opening a door or maintaining plumbing becomes complicated. Pipes freeze, systems fail, and when they fail, fixing them in those conditions is slow and dangerous. Now let's go deeper. Transportation. Moving across Antarctica isn't like driving on a road. There are no real roads, just ice. Beneath that ice are hidden crevasses, deep cracks that can swallow vehicles instantly. One mistake, one miscalculation, and you're gone. Even aircraft operations are limited by weather, visibility, and runway conditions. Travel isn't just difficult, it's high risk every time. Now here's where most people get it wrong. They assume technology can solve everything. Build heated domes, underground cities, advanced systems. Problem solved? No. Technology doesn't remove the problem, it just delays failure. Every system in Antarctica depends on continuous input, fuel, spare parts, human effort. Nothing is self-sustaining. There is no natural backup, no ecosystem to rely on, no local resources to recover from failure. If your system breaks, you don't adapt, you wait, or you collapse. Compare this to the Arctic. People have lived there for thousands of years. Why? Because the Arctic has life, fish, animals, seasonal cycles. Antarctica has almost none of that. It's not just cold, it's empty. That emptiness is what makes it so dangerous. So can we live there? Technically, yes, but only in controlled, temporary conditions. Research stations exist, but they are not real settlements. They are dependent outposts. Every year they need resupply. Every year people rotate in and out. No one stays permanently, not because they don't want to, but because the system doesn't allow it. Now imagine scaling this up. A real city, thousands, maybe millions of people. Homes, hospitals, schools, industries. You would need constant fuel supply, massive food imports, reliable energy systems, advanced medical infrastructure with no evacuation option, psychological support systems, and continuous maintenance of everything around you. And here's the catch. Every one of these systems is a single point of failure. Miss one, and the entire system starts collapsing. And the cost? It wouldn't just be expensive, it would be irrational. You'd be spending enormous resources just to survive in a place that gives you nothing in return. No economic advantage, no sustainability, no long-term benefit. So what would actually happen if we tried? At first, it would work. With enough money and technology, small populations could survive. Controlled environments, strict systems, constant monitoring. But then reality starts pushing back. Maintenance costs rise. Systems begin failing more often than expected. Supply chains get disrupted. People start struggling mentally. Small issues begin stacking into larger ones. Then comes the breaking point. One major failure, a power outage, fuel shortage, or structural collapse, and things don't slowly decline. They crash. Entire sections of the settlement could become uninhabitable within hours. And unlike other places on Earth, there is no recovery. No nearby help, no fallback plan, no second chance. Failure in Antarctica isn't gradual, it's sudden and deadly. That's why, despite all our technology, Antarctica remains untouched in one critical way. It's not that we haven't tried, it's that the environment wins every time. Antarctica is not just a place we haven't conquered, it's a place that actively rejects us.